Alright, let me just see that the file is there. It is, yes. So I am back, not so much to play. I had decided I would try doing something else just now, even though I've only done the one play session so far. But before I forget, yes, this is DiRT Rally 2.0, and the key was provided. So, yeah. So what I decided to do is because, earlier today, the performance, I wish it were better. But I know that I have got, I didn't mean to hit that, a lot of options here that probably don't need to be as high as they are. So I figured, you know what, instead of waiting until later, I'll start working on it now, going through and seeing what I can turn down without, to figure out the minimum acceptable quality, and we'll see about maximum acceptable. Some of them should be pretty easy though, like screen space reflections. I know that can probably be turned off. I don't think it is beautiful. Don't take it the wrong way. The reflections in this, I really was enjoying seeing the reflections in the water on the car. I was enjoying that. But for minimum acceptable, it's not needed. Hang on just a second. There we go. Alright, forgot to turn something off. So, what I've done is I am test driving this car.
5, 4.
So
3, 2,
I'm just here basically, and I don't even care. It isn't part of my career or something, but yeah, it's like
long.
Okay, back up. No, there we go.
Opens 30.
Nope. Come on. Oh wow! I only just noticed that you can see the reflection of the stain. Come on. That is weird. Hang on. How can I? I can't do it that way. No. See, I'm moving on the trackpad over, but it seems to not be wanting to act as a joystick because of how it snaps back. Anyway, but we can see the reflection of the stand behind me, but I was actually backing up because of the reflections in the water. And yeah, if we go and turn that one off, stop that. Actually off. Oh, that's interesting. So that doesn't make sense. Well, also, that isn't actually a screen space reflection. I just realized, because it's not on the screen. It did look like something changed, though. Hang on. No, hang on. Because of how I'm bumping the buttons. Really? Is that oh, that actually would make some sense. What the screen space reflections are doing here. I only actually need to go down to replay mode, because this isn't replay mode. Oh, no, I don't know precisely what screen space reflections are doing, because there is still reflections here. I guess that they're just like the lower accuracy ones that are just baked in. Yeah, let's see about moving. Actually, no, even just right here, because there's a lot there. Now, that's the funny thing, is you can see a change here, but the blur is so hard. It's hard to really tell. I mean, it's just because there are reflections, so it's confusing me. I guess it's just not necessarily accurate. And yeah, that does make some sense because... Actually, hang on, let me see. Does the cursor... Let me see if I can get the cursor captured, because it is actually something you can see. Like, even when I'm just sitting here. So I don't know. And it looks like it's not. To the right of the car, it looks like there's a hill being reflected, but that doesn't make too much sense now, does it? No, it is actually still there. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to compare screenshots to figure this out, but it's not a screenshot. It shouldn't be just screenshot difference. This is kind of embarrassing to me. Yeah, I'm gonna back up. Okay. Yeah, is this with on or off? They're on. Okay. Just be extra certain. Alright, there. Here. Well, yeah, I don't want to do it that way. Trying to get to the. Ah, damn! I need to fix that. I was messing around with some stuff. Looks like I accidentally unplugged something I didn't mean to. Here. Trying to pull up the Steam screenshots folder now. Okay. Oh, I hadn't even noticed that. Wait, really? That's interesting. Huh. So that's how it is now. I want to also see it with my own eyes. In the game. But it's hard to, because there's so many steps. There's so many steps between the changes. Oh, no, it's on then off. Yeah, so in the underneath the Ricotti signs, you can see reflections change. Yeah. All right. That's actually a very good thing to have for my note then. So apply. Yeah, I figure why not work on this stuff now so I can try to nail in some performance, because I really do think that come on brain, work. I really do think I can turn down the settings without really even noticing. Alright, yeah, by definition off for minimum acceptable. There are still reflections with this off, potentially less accurate, and definitely less range, less coverage. Actions, see them away when on, then off. Alright. Yeah, let's go back to some of the other ones though. Although that is true. Because of how I should be doing, well, yeah. Because of how I should be doing this, I should be setting it to high first. I am gonna turn some stuff on though. I don't like motion blur, so that's just going to be off. Same with chromatic aberration. Because this is also from me. This isn't just... Oh, wow. I actually wasn't paying attention to where the frame rate was before, but it's in the 90s currently. Which is better than it was. Here, Ultra. Because it was Ultra that I was off of before, just with motion blur and chromatic aberration turned off. Yeah, that brings it down to 60. So that's about 30 frames per second lost between high and ultra. I mean, that's huge. And because of how I keep hitting the joystick at an angle, I need to do this with the other thing, the keyboard. Sometimes my brain doesn't want to work. I mean, deal with it. Alright, let's see what shader detail low and... Oh, dear God. Holy... Well, the frame rate is now at 120 FPS, but it is solid at that. That makes me wonder if this is actually an internal limit. Nope, because now it's up much higher. Holy crap, I'm gonna leave it at 4. Wow. I mean, that is... Wow. Actually, inside doesn't look so bad. Hang on, let me... I was not expecting shader detail to have that kind of impact. I mean, I legitimately was not. Yeah, it looks like the inside didn't change too much, but holy crap, that was like a different game. Oh, not what I wanted. Oh, cool, that worked. I hit the back button on the mouse. You know, the buttons that are at the thumb? I hit that and it actually worked. Holy crap. I mean, what's really interesting, though, is also seem to disable the reflections. Wow, I mean, that is... I do not know. I do not know how to consider this. I don't know. This is just so profoundly different. There's also no shadows. I mean, this... Oh, man. I want to look at something quick. Only low and ultra low have that changed that way. So... I just really am trying to decide what I want to do for shader detail. I'm at least going to make the note that on low, it looks completely different. Also seems to change other options. Well, settings. Like, shadows are gone, as are reflections. Because that is also very interesting. But yeah, I don't know if I want to call low minimum acceptable, because the change is so dramatic that... And it does look worse. That I feel like that should actually be a no, that's not acceptable. But it is there, though, so that the widest range of hardware can run the game, which is good. It should be there. It's just, as far as quality, image quality, it looks very bad. But for engine quality, I guess would be a way to look at it, for hardware support quality, it is good to have. It is good to have settings below what I may decide is minimum acceptable. That is a good thing. It's just the idea is just, these are the ones I would not want to compromise on. I'd rather compromise on, I'd rather turn something else down to its minimum acceptable than to drop below the minimum acceptable for this other setting. That's more the idea. Well, at least I know that the maximum is an easy high on that one. Alright, texture detail. Put that down to low. I don't... Oh, well, okay, hey, let me... try to get a better angle. That... It still looks pretty good, actually, even at low. I'm popping that up to Alt. Oh, yeah, there is also reflections. I honestly don't see a difference. I do feel like I should also point out, this is pre-release. The game doesn't come out for a while yet. Okay, yeah, some changes may require a game restart to be applied. Texture detail is typically like that, so it's possible that I need to restart, and it's just not telling me, hey, this one needs restarting. That is possible. I guess the reason why some games are like that and some games aren't is just whether or not the engine can stream the new textures in or not. And I don't feel like restarting, so let me do that. I mean, these must be the general reflections. So, yeah, if you look, even with screen space reflections on, that is a lot softer over in the water to the right of the vehicle. It still does not look bad. That really doesn't. Shit, come on. Okay, there. Alright. Push that up to Ultra for the time being. Yeah, that is a lot more detailed. But, you know, honestly... Okay. I need to back up. Oh, too far back. Wait a minute, where is it? Okay. Huh. I mean, the banner there disappeared. Yeah, let me look at medium. It isn't there at medium? It isn't there at high? Huh. Now it's there. Let me go back to high for a moment. I have a reason. Yeah, it is just gone. Because I noticed the dirt there. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't like my eyes playing tricks on me as far as what it is. That is in fact dirt. I am inclined... to go with... low, because, I mean, you should be going past the stuff that have the reflections at speed. I mean, I think... I mean, true, that is one issue right now, is that I'm not playing the game, and I probably should be. I'm gonna, for now, though, put down... Okay, this is definitely the case. So, Ultra definitely is the maximum. Okay, there. So, just the note for it is definite maximum because there are some things not reflected at lower options. Low because should be going by things fast enough to not need the highest detail. The reflections are present just at a low resolution. And actually I should See how this looks without... Yeah, so it's still there. I'm not sure if you want to necessarily consider it all that accurate, but it is... You don't get rid of reflections. Oh, wait, hang on. There. Yeah. So reflections do not disappear. The quality is less, but they are still there. So, yeah. Hey, I still see a shadow. Oh wait, no I don't. Oh, that is actually interesting. It makes sense though. The lighting and shadows are different to how they're rendered. So the lighting is causing the ground to be dark, like underneath the vehicle and to my left on the almost, semi-cliff here. Just because it still isn't getting light. But also, I think, because that's... Yeah, ambient occlusion is still on. Oh, God. So... It looks a little bit different, but yeah, it's... There's still some awareness of things not being lit, that's just... They're not casting shadows. I don't know what night lighting does. But yeah, so see, this... Now we have the shadows there, and... That... I mean, they look soft, but... Soft isn't bad. This is more... that popping I do not like. This is at ultra low? Yeah. Let's see how low looks. That's better. That is a lot better looking to me. Let's see, medium. Still some. Yeah, I don't know if I wouldn't be surprised if I end up not being able to escape it. I know I skipped. Okay, so at Ultra, the resolution for the shadow map is enough that we don't see it. When I settle this stuff in, by the way, then I will mess around with the AA settings. Let's look at high. High is... I'm not seeing popping there. So high would definitely be acceptable. For my plate. Yeah, I mean, it's... let me see ultra low again. I'll be honest, I'm going with ultra low for the minimum. Yeah. And I also just realized something. I put all my notes on reflections in the texture detail tab. Ultra low for environment shadows looks okay. Don't want shadows off. At ultra low, shadows from environment appear soft, but not observing. And I know I need to look in other places. Popping for them. The car shadow does pop until high. So now for this fun task, find the difference between high and ultra. I do see a little bit of popping right now. but there's that. There. And it isn't there on Ultra, so it is present, but that's screenshot difference. And in a racing game, screenshot difference is very meaningless. So Ultra is still the maximum acceptable because it is the there's a difference. I did spot it. I told you I spotted it. You just maybe didn't see it. It was the car shadow. If you looked at the angle made from the light going through the windshield and through the door, through the window in the door, if you looked there, near the angle that is on the car right next to where the rear view mirror would be on the right side, on the passenger side. There is a difference between high and ultra, but it is only on the car shadow and is minor popping. Realistically high is the maximum because you likely will never see the benefits at ultra. Save maybe some high resolution in large size displays. I mean, if it were big enough to stand out more. Well, here, let me change that. Save maybe when the display is large enough for this to stand out. Basically, what that translates to is, yes, ultra technically, but I'm going to stick at high because I don't see there being a reason not to. Alright, so ambient occlusion added a little bit. I saw that. I saw the blue change. I did. Alright, there. I mean, the fun part here is going to be trying to find good examples. Okay, I can see a little bit of a change. Okay, so I hate this already. Alright, so that's that. I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you what the difference is. Maybe that. I mean, honestly, I don't even think that this warrants anything serious. I mean, it's like, okay, the lighting on the bumper is a little bit different. I can barely see it. I see the change when it happens, when I hit apply, but once I'm out of this, I don't really see it. So off is definitely the minimum acceptable. Scroll over. Yeah. Off. Not really appear to contribute significantly to the image. This is the part, though, that I'm not looking forward to. At what point is there a difference? Because it's also, like I was saying, I don't see... I need to find an example of the ambient occlusion that's more comparable, as in something I can more easily compare than the bumper of this car. But I have a feeling I'm not really going to find it. Oh, God. No. I mean, from ultra to low, I can see a slight change. I can't see it even low to ultra. So, oh, God. Low? With a question mark? With context of AO not appearing to have a significant... Also, if I can spell correctly. I'm just typing fast and not paying attention, not caring. Image impact. Low appears to be where the largest impact is. Can see it when applying the change from ultra low, but even low to ultra high, in parentheses, so I know what I'm talking about. I cannot spot it. Now to figure out what the hell advanced ambient occlusion is. I can see a very small change. I can. I do see it. It's part of me that feels like I'd have to go in and, no, I am actually seeing some popping on the shadows to the left, but again, you're moving, it's supposed to be moving so much that it's not going to stand out. Alright, I just want to... Yeah, so Ultra, there is no popping that I'm spotting at all. So Ultra is a legitimate maximum here. Let me look again at medium. You see, because I can see some popping on the car shadow, so I don't really want to mess with that. Yeah, I think I'll stick ambient occlusion at medium. Well, no, I'll have it at high. Advanced, like, for what I want to do going forward is what I'm thinking. Advanced ambient occlusion, honestly, I want to put that off. The note for it is unsure what this does. Can spot a difference when applying the change, but cannot spot in gameplay view. Which technically that makes it the maximum of off, and I don't know what night lighting would be. See, that is one thing that doesn't help, is enough of this stuff is I don't know what exactly it's supposed to be doing, so it's hard to know if I'm actually going to be spotting it. Particles. Maybe should have had some. Okay. Nope. Sorry. The number might have been changing, but the quality of each particle kind of looked the same. Yeah. I think off is safe to say. Yeah, finding the maximum is gonna be an annoyance for some of these. Yeah, particles really are not a necessary effect. I mean, I think I'd be happy at low. Because it looked like it's more... It's not like the particles themselves are worse. It is what I mean. Okay, it's good to know I can't do that. I was holding down the handbrake. And see, now that, it is a cool effect, it is, but does it need to be on Ultra? Alright, I don't know if I can judge this, to be honest. I'm gonna make the note that it appears the non-off options can control the amount of particles, but their quality when present seems constant. Seems the same between the options. Meaning, low particles are fewer but appear equal to ultra particles. Alright. Cannot really compare between options without something like video analysis, and I'm more lazy than that is worth to me. Hey, I'm being honest. Part of the idea here, isn't it? I'm just being lazy. I don't want to have to figure that out. I'm trying to decide certain other things here. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what advanced blending refers to. I can do... Well, no, I don't actually want to. Because then I have to worry about the countdown again. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. Here is what I am going to to do. Advanced blending. Unsure what it does. Will not comment. Because legitimately, I have no idea what that is. Everything else I can at least guess at least of what I've been going through. It's like texture detail, get that. Reflections, screen space reflections, shadows, get that. Night lighting, I'm not in night, so I'm also not sure what it is. Weather, stop that. This might not be a place I can see. So, for now, don't need to worry about that. I don't have a mirror here. Oh, yes, I do. I was looking to the sides. Yeah, that's not so good. Okay, medium actually does look pretty good right there. High is where it caps. I don't want to see the difference. This is my guess for that one. Come on, there we go. Here. When in a view with mirrors, you will want their reflections enabled. And a maximum of medium. Medium and high looked identical to me, but a higher resolution monitor may expose the difference. Legitimately, that's what I'm thinking on that, is that may make a difference. Hang on. Oop. There. Helps if I can see the vehicle when looking at vehicle detail. Did it change? That is only partially unjust. And yes, I do notice the temporal aliasing on that. It could also be that this is not a good vehicle for this comparison. Also, this could be something that requires a restart. Yeah. Which also means then that I need a row for that. Yeah. There. And I want this there. Because of how I have this set up, it's a little annoying. Actually, here, I can do something that should be able to shortcut. There, turn that off. The database system I use, why? I am supposed to do that. I told you to be... It doesn't need to be unique. Oh, well, okay, yeah. Yeah. Alright. 11. It didn't make the change. Damn it. Oh, no, I changed the wrong thing. Alright, yeah, so back to that. Okay. Okay, good. Got that fixed. Alright, so now that can go back to being auto-incrementing a primary key and unique. I need to change the auto-incrementing, sorry, not auto-incrementing the other two. Alright, so restart required. I don't actually know yet on some of these. That's a false. That's false. Reflections are not. Screen spaces and shadows isn't. Don't know about night lighting. Ambient occlusion isn't advanced. Particles. Unsure about advanced blending. Weather, crowd, cloth. Mirrors are not. Vehicle details might be. And I haven't gotten to others yet. Alright. But I suspect some of them are. Yeah, I didn't see anything change. That's probably another. Object might be as well. Arguably, the plants would be objects to be impacted. Trees should also be. Okay, yeah. So it looks like some of those will require restart. I am not gonna mess around with the restart ones. I'm sorry, I just don't think that's gonna matter enough. I'm not sure what ground cover is, to be honest. Skid marks, I know what those are, but I'm just... Let me just make sure. Yeah. Okay. Those would be off and on. I mean, it's, you don't need them. Why off is minimum acceptable, but you can want them. They are nice to have in a dirt rally game. I mean, it's, you drive around in the dirt, of course you're gonna want these. Motion blur, I'm just gonna say blanket. That's a personal choice. It's up to you. Chromatic aberration, same thing. Let's see what God rays are like. And for that, I need to back up. Because there was a view with God rays. Do I have them off right now? I must. Yes, I can see them. Where there's a tree almost directly over where the car is. Go all the way up to the top of the screen, and then over to the left, because there's an opening between that tree to the left, and then there's another tree. If you look down beneath that, you can see some of the corpuscular rays. So if I do that, yeah, it's gone. All right. There. Sort of the same thing as the skid marks, but they do look good. I will keep them enabled. I know I have the performance headroom for it. So there. I think I'm kind of done. Because I'm unsure. Well, lens flare and lens dust, it's like, okay, that's not too hard to figure out. Both of those, well, lens dust, oh, and bloom as well. Lens dust should be, here, let me, I can do the bloom quick. Oh, wait, yeah, that's true. There's a lens flare right there, I think. Yeah. Wow. That's a hell of an impact it has. I would have thought that would have been more the bloom. Ooh. Not sure what about light streaks. Alright. Lens flare. I need an example for the light streaks. But the lens dust, that may just be, a screen effect kind of thing, which should be very cheap, so... yeah. Alright. I think, though, that I got good settings as far as, oh, come on, there we go. As far as what I will play at, that is very noticeable. Aliasing. Let me try just TA on. Oh wow, that sharpened that very nicely. Well, it didn't sharpen it, but it did help. But I can see the blurring when I move. So yeah, I'm personally gonna want that off. Is the simplest way thing to put it is that, I mean, yeah, it really did do a good job on the spatial aliasing. And I'm gonna make that note. That is very fair. Well, it's very fair to make that note that it does a good job. There. And actually, hang on, let me... because there's temporal aliasing in here. So let me... it should... I just want to... huh, it actually hasn't helped as much as I would have thought. the numbers on the speedometer, you can see some issues there. I think that is interesting. I'm gonna need to go back. So but at the cost of softening details. Alright, there. I'm not gonna touch the anisotropic filtering right now. On tarmac I can, and I can go to a tarmac map if I want to. That's easy. I just want to boom. Oh wait, no. Hang on, I do want to stay in here because I did notice this. The thing changed. The symbol in the wheel changed. His hand is gone at ultra low. It's there at low. That is interesting. Alright, back to high. So there is at least some things that change. But I don't know if that's... I could see it that there's more that should be changing than that. I could have sworn I had one. Maybe I'm just remembering what it looked like right now. Yeah, I don't know. I must just be misremembering. Alright. Back to here. And there is clear aliasing, which is kind of sad, but, you know, that's how it is. Alright, let's house CMA8, which is not a multi-sampling thing, but does it? It's actually not too bad. But of course the question is, are we losing much detail? So, I just wanted it to be closer, because there's nice detail in the textures over there, so... Oop. I'm just trying to learn details there, so I can spot change. Some, but that is actually pretty good. I must admit that it is actually doing a pretty good job. MSA won't have an impact on textures because that's how MSAA is. I can still see some spatial, some aliasing around the rear window. It's not too bad though. See, the funny thing is, I actually do still see aliasing here, but it's changed in character significantly. Just the hell of it. Jump up to here. I mean, it looks a little different. Well, I can see a difference from just MSA 4X. Let's see how this looks. That's actually kind of funny. The 4F8X actually did look very similar to the 8X MSAA. At certain qualities they were the same, but the performance was better. And this is about where MSAA 8X was in performance. I can still see some aliasing. Okay, this is definitely doing the best job. Alright, can tell native 16x is doing the best job using aliasing, but does hit performance the most. No. Just misclicked. That is all. Oh, wrong spot. There's a reason I want to go back to 2x. Because, I mean, it's there. Is it horrible? No, but I'd like to get rid of it if I can. So... and this... I mean, I can see it there, but it looks different, which is kind of confusing me. What I want to see is how this compares. See, and it actually is falling between the 2x and 4x. But I think it would be best if I settle on an MSAA and on EQAA, because I know MSAA will be accessible to everyone, not just those with an AMD GPU, because EQAA is an AMD solution. Okay. Yeah, and the 8X doesn't really look worth it to me, because there's still some, but I feel like 4X, because at this and these settings, I'm in the 90s. So I'm pretty happy with that. Texture detail, I know, didn't seem to have a change. Vehicle detail. That is true. Oh, no. When I made the change, I saw it briefly drop down to 80, but then pop back up to 90. So yeah, I have a feeling that none of those textures none of those settings either make a difference on performance that much, or they need to be restart. They're ones that require a restart. But yeah, texture detail, if that's just loading up high resolution textures, I'm pretty sure that shouldn't have too big an impact on performance, so long as you have the VRAM for it, and I should. Alright, so I need to go through and change up the review options, the review settings. Actually, that is true, that should be review options, not settings. Alright, texture detail, leave that ultra for now. Alright. High reflections are high. Screen space reflections on. Shadows high. Night lighting. Now I don't know. I'll change it to high because I'm gonna leave it at that for now. Ambient occlusion high. Advanced off. Particles low, advanced blending on, but I also don't know what the hell it's doing. Weather is high, I haven't tested yet. Crowd is high. Cloth is high, vehicle details, oh wait, mirrors high. Well, mirrors it doesn't matter because I'm not going to be inside where I see them anyway. Vehicle details, ultra, track, ultra. I don't think any others are different. Yeah. Alright. So this is where it's going to be then. So right now it's in the 90s. Which is, I'm comfortable there. Why not? And also this will give me a chance to see if there are areas later on that look good. Plus, I may run into a crowd that I can see. Yeah, even at low, I mean, there's plenty of particles being thrown. So, but see, like right now, I think a lot of this stuff, like the reflections, you're not going to notice if it were lower than I currently have it. Probably wouldn't even notice the shadow stuff. Could turn that down too.
Into 3 right. Into caution, don't cut 3 left. 50 over crest, 1 right tightens.
Okay, and this is actually a horrible time to do this, but wait, no, maybe... Oh, wait, no, here we go.
Opens, into turn, unseen, don't cut 1 left tightens.
You'll see. No, that didn't. Okay. No. Okay. Even though it is lens dust, I could see that covering more lens effects than that. Oh.
And 3 right.
I thought that it was gonna cover a
Into 2 left.
greater length.
Into
Although
3 right.
there was a crowd,
Opens into 1 left tightens.
so I can take a look at that later. But it's the whole I need
turn
to
3 right.
like restart or something to get there.
Into turn, immediate for left of a crest. Opens long, don't
Yeah,
cut
yeah,
tightens
crowd.
2. Into cut maybe.
I didn't realize crowd was that high.
Right.
I turned crowd off, which means it may also need a restart. Yeah. Alright. It would be at ultra, so... because that's where I had been. Alright. Well, still, of what settings I can change without
30.
restarting, I went from
3 left.
around 60 FPS to around 90.
Into 3 right. Opens
And I'm using the
30.
same MSAA option that I had before. Now, it is also interesting that
stop.
at
Well done.
Ultra, at it all being at Ultra, even at that highest multi-sampling option, it still was only in around the 60s, around 60s. So that is just interesting to me. Maybe I just want to try driving another car. That one does look kind of fun. Sure. Yes? Just to have another location, even though I have a feeling a lot of this isn't gonna... I'm not gonna make significant changes. I just want to look at another place. Oh, but good! It's raining, so I can compare the weather stuff. That is actually very helpful. I wasn't even thinking of that. Yeah, it looks like it does just cycle through. This is helpful. This is very helpful. That doesn't look that different. I'm honestly not seeing the difference. Maybe it also takes a restart. I'm gonna... there. Trying to look at the the rain hitting the puddle. Now, I'm not spotting any difference, but that could just mean that it needs a restart. So, for now, I have to leave it at high. I'm just making sure that is where it is now. Yes, okay. Ah, crap. I couldn't turn. Wow. I think I get a little bit of practice in. Now I just thought of something that I could have looked at and just didn't cross my mind to. You really need to be careful with your speed. And I even remember being on this track in Dirt 4. I don't recall being on it so wet and slippery. That is a beautiful view. And this is with particles on low. I mean, I'm not really looking down at where they would be, but yeah. Yeah, I'm locking the brakes up or something. I need to use them differently. I foresee myself not doing well in these matches. I haven't been doing well in the other ones either, so... I'm very unsure how I can make that turn. The heck? I heard that noise there, and it's making me wonder. Yeah, I got nothing. Anyway, that's enough, I think. Well, no, let me... Sure. Replay, custom... How can I... Event... No? How can I make it night? Ah, here we go. Alright. There. There. Yeah, sure. So let's see what nightlight looks like. Huh. Almost 2,000 feet. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah. I'm testing. Well, no, it's custom, so it doesn't matter.
Starts 30. 3 left long, into 5 right, opens over crest, 30 over bumps.
I think I
4
will
right long.
move
Good
away from here. Try to get into a different location.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm just unsure
30,
if
3
here's
left long,
gonna be
into
the
5
best
right,
spot
opens over crest,
for nightlight. I feel like being somewhere that there's
30 over
actually like
bumps,
right up here,
4 right long,
kind of like this one.
opens over crest, and bumps.
This really does look nice, by the way. I really am very happy with the graphics. Alright. Is there a change made? Oh, yeah. Nope.
Into 4 left.
Yeah,
into
I don't.
cut hairpin right.
Okay. It could be that it needs a restart. So I don't want to just say that it's that I don't know what it's doing, because it's I don't know what doesn't need a restart.
2, 1, go.
Let me check. I might have something that tells me,
30, 3 left long.
but hopefully
into
that's
5
also
right,
something that
opens
will
over
just be
crest,
in the game. That there's a patch to come that'll
30 over bumps.
add that.
Right long, opens over crest, and bumps.
But I may also have a
Left,
resource I haven't
into
looked
don't
at
cut
recently.
hairpin right. Into 5 left. 30
Yeah, I
over
honestly
bumps. Don't
am
cut
surprised
6
that
right into
crowd
1 left long.
isn't. Well, it might need a restart.
And keep right.
Because
into
you'd think
don't
at
cut
least
4 left,
numbers
into 5 right.
could be controlled
30.
without restarting the game engine.
3 left.
I can understand
6 right.
textures, but
30 over bumps. Slow 5
Yeah.
left into unseen hairpin right. Into 1 left. 30 over bumps. 4 left long over crest. 30. Open hairpin left. Into 5 right long. Tightens open hairpin right. Don't cut long. 30, unseen, hairpin left, opens,
just
into 1 right,
it's a little bit nicer when I don't have to
Opens.
worry about things not being illuminated by the lights
Into 2
just because of
right.
the angle the cameras have
30.
relative to them.
2 right long, tightens turn, 1 left, into 2 right long, tightens 1, into 1 left, extra long, opens and tightens, into 5 right long, into 2 left, small cut, 30, 4 right,
I'm
don't
just
cut,
gonna finish this race, then I'll
into
and I'll
2
stop.
left long, tightens, 50,
stop the video, because
keep left over
it's all...
crest,
Nope.
into 5 right, don't cut,
On second thought, I'll just stop you. Oh wait, hang on.
30.
Yeah, I'll just stop here. Alright. Well, that's this video then, which I do wish that I had more... Okay, good, it didn't save it. I do wish I had more I could give you, but that's all I got. Oh, I forgot to do that. Hang on. Sure. No. Oh, actually, no. This might not. One of the supercar races might be better. Looking at the anisotropic filtering. Yeah, this should actually still work. Yeah, perfect.
5.
I'm just gonna move up to hopefully get
2. 1.
good view on this.
6 right. 100. 3 left.
There. Actually, yeah, I do have this on. Okay. That actually doesn't look that horrible, to be honest, with it off. I'm not seeing artifacting that's undesirable, is my point by saying it doesn't look too bad off. But 2x on its own was actually looking pretty good. 4x, I'm not really seeing it. Here, this... I mean, this has the best angle, I feel. Yeah, and it's the lines kind of disappear with it off. 2x, they're better. It's hard to spot the improvement with 4x. Okay, there is an improvement to 8x. Whether there will be one to 16x is hard to say. Unfortunately, this option doesn't... these exist as upper limits. They don't actually compel the GPU to go to that value. It just can go to that value. Alright. At this angle, 2x definitely a minimum. Because you have some going off into the distance, and that is desirable. And 4x, yeah, it does actually make a difference. Boy, and off. Yeah, you don't want it off. In fact, you know what? I take it back. 2x is in the minimum. I'm thinking 4x might be. Because right here, I do see that going off a bit further into the distance. there. I guess actually that is about the same. Huh, alright. Then, yeah. 2x, do want it enabled, so don't go with off. Oh. Yep. You can see difference up to 8x. Because the option is the upper bound, going to the max option makes sense. Yeah, that is how anisotropic filtering works, though, at least based on some of the stuff that I've seen concerning it. That the GPU is able to go up to that many additional texel samples, but that doesn't mean that it has to.
$150.
It's weird being on tarmac. You don't slide nearly as much.
Into 3 right, don't cut.
And I've gotten so used to it sliding. Plus, it's a different car, so
Into 5 right long,
it
opens
can
30,
be different for that reason
2
as
right
well.
long.
It is a good-looking game.
Into 3
crap.
left, 30, 4 left, into 3
it
left,
did it for me,
30,
thank you. Maybe
4
I
left.
went too far away.
Don't cut 1 right. Opens over crest. Into 2 right. Don't cut 2 left long. Opens and tightens. Into 5 right over crest. Extra long. Caution. Tightens 2 long. Into 6. Into 6 right.
You heard
Into
the
2 left
tires
long.
squealing. You
Opens
know
over
I was
crest.
trying to brake, and yeah, you know what? I'm just... yeah, okay.
6 right. Into cut 5 left. Opens 150. 2 right. Opens 4. Extra long. 50.
It seemed to do a little bit better job braking there. I don't know if the option that the change just made
3 over bridge.
is the explanation or not, but
4 left long.
alright. That. I got so used to going down there.
Into 5 right. 100.
Yes. I'm gonna... although, hang on. I don't need to do that on video. Especially not especially not this video. Alright, so yeah, that was me going through... The meat of the video was me going through the minimum and maximum quality settings. I hope at some point I am aware of the differences as for some of the options. I don't know what they do, and which ones require restart and which ones don't. Actually, hang on, let me quickly look. Be in here. Maybe not. Here. No. That's not what I'm looking for. And okay. So yeah, sometimes I have a reviewer's guide that could give me the information I'm looking for. I don't have one currently, or if I do, I'm not sure where it is. So, yeah, hopefully more information on the graphics settings, like which need restarts, which do not, comes in a patch, and that very legitimately is something that it would make sense isn't there until the last thing, because that a lot of that could just be text, just UI stuff that wouldn't. It doesn't bother me that it isn't in there now. It may bother me if at release it isn't there. Maybe. We'll see. But anyway, see you next time.